Welcome to Bright New Corner Ministry. My name is Cindy Ann Lewis Walcott, and we are studying life lessons from the Holy Bible. You don't have to be religious, these lessons are for holistic living. Today's lesson can be found in Genesis chapter 29 and a little bit of 30. Uh, we're still studying Jacob, and I'm laughing because this is a lesson you would not expect to find here or to hear from me. And probably it's mostly for unmarried people and young people who plans to be married. I call this lesson Marry the Person That Loves You. So in this now, Jacob has reached his uncle's house. His uncle has two daughters, and one I will just read to you, Genesis chapter 29 verses 17. So one name's Leah and one name's Rachel. And Jacob met Rachel at the well watering the sheep, and he's in love with her. She's pretty, and I will just read you 17. He wants to marry her. And so in Genesis chapter 29 verse 17, Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored. And I've heard this in my neighborhood. I've heard the senior people talking, like pounding this into young people's head. Marry the person that loves you. If you're in a situation where there's a person you love, and you have more than one prospect, and one's beautiful or handsome, and then the other one is plausible and loves you, marry not the one you're in love with because they're beautiful and handsome. Marry the one that loves you. I've heard this so many times growing up, and we're gonna see this lesson here. Now it specifically tells us that Leah was tender-eyed, and to me that means she was a loving person. She was going to be a nice wife, a wife who's going to take care of her husband. She's going to be an ideal wife. Rachel, on the other hand, she's beautiful and favored. She might have been spoiled. And actually, we might see that later on, that characteristic or that coming out later on. So Jacob, though, is in love with Rachel, and so he asked for her hand in marriage. Now the story is long, but it's very good. It's a nice story, and the father-in-law agrees. He said, "What I'll give her to you." And Jacob says, "I'll work for you for 7 years, and then you can give me Rachel, this beautiful woman, the woman I'm in love with." And at the end of 7 years, his father-in-law deceives him, or his uncle at that point. He gives him Leah as a wife. Now, when Jacob finds this out, so in a way, some people see this lesson as the deception here, as what goes around comes around, according to what Caribbean people say. But that might be a lesson there, but I'm not gonna focus on that. I'm focusing on Leah was more, in my opinion, tender-eyed. So she's more appropriate here to being a loving and kind wife towards Jacob. On the other hand, he might have had to, and he had to work 7 more years for Rachel. So that tells me already, Rachel, her value is gone up this much in her opinion and in his opinion. So she would be the darling, and he would probably be working to serve her, whereas Leah will be working to serve him. And I think that's the lesson I'm seeing here. And that's the lesson I used to hear senior people in our village trying to impart on young people, that you marry the person that loves you, not the one you love. You may have a lot of issues with this today. Please let me know in the comments down below. I find it a practical lesson, and maybe some people who has gone through this sort of experience can let me know if they had the same kind of experience or something different, if this is a lesson or if this is no lesson at all for them, based on their lives, the way they made the decisions and the lives they lived, or the partner they chose. I would really love to hear from you. Please drop me a comment down below. So this is the lesson I am learning here in Genesis chapter 29. You may have a different perspective. Please let me know. Remember to click the link in the video, not the picture. Give me a like and a thumbs up. A thumbs up. Share and subscribe, especially to a young or unmarried person who's looking for a partner. Have a great day now. Thank you. Bye bye.